Welcome back to my channel, Coloring and Comments, a channel where I color in mandalas and talk to you about various topics that are on my mind. The past few months have been very strange for me. I have left the place that I called home. I moved to a new country, and it should be an experience that is fun and exciting. And don't get me wrong, for the most part it is. But there's this lingering sense of sadness. And it's a sadness that I can't explain. It's a sadness that I don't know how to express without feeling as though I am being ungrateful. Especially since I've always wanted to move outside of Namibia. The UK, Australia, and Canada have always been my top 3 countries to move to. The UK, Man United. Canada, I have no idea. I've just always been fascinated by Canada. Australia, because of the animals. Okay, don't judge me. So moving here has always been a dream, because I've never felt like I belonged in Namibia. I mean, don't get me wrong, Namibia is a beautiful country. Namibia is where the oldest desert meets the ocean. It is home to the largest population of cheetahs. I mean, it is a land of open plains and clear skies. Namibia is perfect. But I always felt like a stranger in my own country. And I always hoped that by moving to a new country, I'd finally feel as though I belonged somewhere. I'd finally find a tribe of people that I was similar with, and I'll just, fit in like the missing puzzle piece. And with that fitting in, I'd finally address the sense of sadness, the sense of emptiness. I had this illusion that moving here would allow me to feel like I belong. It would allow me to finally love myself like I should, because I'm in the environment that caters to someone like me, or so I thought. And after spending 9 months in the UK, I can safely say that the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of sadness still remains. I mean, I worked so hard. This dream has finally become a reality. Yet I still remain this girl that feels like she doesn't belong anywhere. And I realized that I fell victim to what they call the Arrival Fallacy. I didn't know this was a term until I started Googling, like, why do I feel so bad after achieving a dream of mine, a dream that I've had for so long. So the Arrival Fallacy was coined by Tal Ben Shahar. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And basically the Arrival Fallacy is the belief that as soon as something happens, you'll finally feel happy, right? It stems from this place of isolation, a place of unhappiness, this empty space that is exacerbated and made worse by society's unrealistic sense of what success and happiness should be, right? So you find yourself stuck in this thing of, oh, as soon as I have a nicer car, as soon as I have a bigger house, as soon as I get that good job that pays more, or as soon as I, in my instance, move to another country, I will feel happier, right? And The arrival fallacy has us living in a continuous loop. It leads us to live longing for the future, right? And as we long for the future, we forget to be in the present. And by failing to be present, we fail to identify and work through the issues that cause us unhappiness. The mistake we make is that we feel as though that goal will make us happy, right? And when we reach that goal and it doesn't make us happy, instead of sitting down and asking ourselves, okay, why is it that I'm always feeling sad? Why am I always feeling empty? Why am I always feeling like the odd one out? Instead of doing the hard work, because healing is hard, okay? Healing is not easy. Instead of doing that hard work, we simply replace it with another goal. We replace it with another goal, and we hope that this new goal will make us happier. And for a while, I was about to do that, and then I found the Arrival Fallacy, and I was like, hold on, girl, hold on. You need to do the work. And for a while, I wondered, like, how can I get myself out of this place? How can I heal? How can I be happy and be present and enjoy the moments, right? So what exactly can I do to navigate out of this space to ensure that I don't fall victim to the arrival fallacy? And one of the things that we all can do is focus on the present moment. I know it's a very cliche, like, oh, live in the present moment, be mindful. But they say that because it's the honest truth and it works. Because when we're so focused on the end goal, we fail to enjoy the process. We miss out on all the little things that could have brought us so much joy, the things that could actually make us happier. I'll give you an example. So when I moved here, when I found out that I was moving here, I found out like in October of 2020 that I would be moving. And instead of being excited and using those moments with my family to fully embrace the love and support, instead of being with my friends and my colleagues and learning from them, seeing how I can carry that knowledge to my new workplace, what I was focusing on is getting a visa and getting my flight tickets. I mean, they're important. I mean, obviously, if I didn't get a visa, I wouldn't be here. But at the same time, I need to learn and relinquish the power to say, once you put in a visa application, that's all you can do. There's nothing else you can do except wait for the outcome. And as you wait for the outcome, you need to continue to enjoy life. You need to continue living. You can't wait in suspense for the outcome of a visa application, because, I mean, what is life then? Because we're always going to be living in suspense for something. You know, it might not be the visa application, it might be exam results, it might be a performance review for that promotion. We can't continuously live in suspense, because living in suspense means we do not live in the present moment. Another thing that I found out that can help when you experience or have lived through or are living through the arrival fallacy is that you need to practice gratitude. So society has said that in order for you to be happy, in order for you to be successful, in order for you to be all these beautiful words in the dictionary, you have to have a certain type of life. You need to have certain types of things. But we have all realized, I think we've all experienced how small things make us so happy. And you don't know why it makes you happy, because society says things like that aren't important, but actually they are. I mean, think about it, like when a friend hears that you're sick and they just pop by your house and to see how you're doing, maybe bring you your favorite food, or when somebody brings you your favorite chocolate and said, "Oh, I passed by this shop and I saw it and I just thought of you, and here it is." It's those small things that make us feel so loved, so valued. It makes us feel seen, right? And these are the things that we need to focus on. These are the things that we need to remind ourselves of every day. And that's why practicing gratitude is so important. Practicing gratitude is as simple as creating a list of all the things that you're grateful for. It can be one thing. It can be, I'm grateful that I woke up today, because being given another day is grace in and of itself, right? So maybe you only have the one today. Tomorrow you realize, you know what, I'm actually grateful that I can work from home because it cuts down on travel time, so I have 2 hours for myself to do whatever I want. Third day, you realize, oh, I'm actually also grateful for the fact that I can order stuff that can be delivered to my house, so I don't have to spend time in shops. Another extra 2 hours added to my life. And we do this every day. You continuously add stuff to your list. And on days when you can't add anything, you remind yourself of the things that are already on your list, because those things remain as important as they were the day you wrote them. And those things still provide you with the same amount of joy, with the same amount of satisfaction as they did when you wrote them. Do not allow society to tell you that being happy because someone bought you your favorite chocolate is not a real sense of happiness. Don't let society do that to you. The third thing that we can do, I say we because I'm right there with you, okay? The third thing that we can do is therapy. And I know everybody's like, ugh, therapy. Why do people think that therapy can fix everything? No, therapy works. And therapy works because you are speaking to an objective third party that can put things in perspective. And we often need that, especially when you are transitioning or going through the arrival fallacy, because it often comes with a lot of anxiety, with a lot of depression, and you need someone to help you navigate that. You need someone that can help you pick yourself up out of that. So if you have the resources, or if you have access to therapy, I urge you to please see a therapist. And if you can't see a therapist, I suggest you write a letter to someone that you trust and someone that you believe can give you honest feedback in a loving and caring way. Because a lot of times we think people know how we're feeling, but oftentimes they don't. And by writing a letter, that person can see that, oh, so and so is feeling like they're a failure, but when I look at them, I feel like they have achieved so much because they have done A, B, and C. And that person can remind you of the A, B, and C that you have forgotten, because society, and I'll keep blaming society because it's society's fault that we are all here, but it's the A, B, and C's that society has told you that, oh, these are no longer important because they were in the past, and oh, that level of success doesn't matter anymore, or those little things that make you happy aren't sufficient. No, they are. They are important, they're sufficient, and those A, B, and C's are things that you can add, again, to your gratitude list and things that can help you keep going in moments when you want to give up. So don't get me wrong, having goals and dreams is important, keeps us going, but at the same time you have to realize that life is not about achieving the goal, because we can achieve the goal no matter how impossible or hard it may feel. Life is about enjoying the steps that you take with the people that you love in order to get to that goal. So as I wrap up this video, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced the arrival fallacy? How have you managed to get out of the unhappiness that it often traps us in? And if you are still processing and navigating through that arrival fallacy, do you think you can apply some of these tips? And when you do, please let me know how it works out for you, how you're feeling. And just remember that you are loved, you are appreciated, and everything that makes you happy is valid, no matter what society tells you. Unless it's illegal. If it's illegal, it's illegal. You need to let that go. But thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some good time with me. May your day be colorful and wonderful, and I'll see you in the next one.